out. Stay out of my face. I'm trying to repair my country here. No, I'm not having yearly corruption for 20 years. Thank you kindly. Just wonderful. Not so happy about this though. Who's getting all up in my face? Figures it would be Novgorod. But why do they think of themselves as so strong? Relative power, and granted that's a good point. What I should be doing is having a far greater army than I do. Until I do, what I'm going to do is... Yeah, it feels like a waste of my points, but I already capped out on quality. Yes, what I'm going to do is drain a bit here. I shall placate your rulers, but also build up a better army. Couldn't hurt, could it? Call it standard because it's what we want to have, and it is 8, 6, and 6. I usually change up how I do my templates, as it were, from campaign to campaign, and once again that's the case here. They probably wouldn't be too impressed if I demand their military support, especially since I don't need them right now. So we contributed a bit. Good job, Team Perm. Not that there's much else for us to do. Guess we could go and fight him. So Jake, to give a province to a client state, I can use grant province subject interaction, which takes 6 mouse clicks and lowers their liberty desire, or use the province interface, which takes 3 clicks, but no change to LD. Why not just merge the functionalities? If I'm not mistaken, they're tied to different DLCs, so it wouldn't make all that much sense to tie their functionality. Okay, invaluable. We got 8 favors. That's going to be handy for drawing them into other wars. I would love to boost their trust, but I'm not sure if that's the way we're wanting to go with this. So, what of you guys? Get you guys to Nogay, and get you guys to Astrakhan. And we better keep our eyes on those Kazanis, because they're going to want to enter our country again. Or, no, maybe they'll take care of it. That's fine. Not a fan of having corruption, so go away. Hold on. Did they give me land? Well, they didn't even promise me land, but they gave it to me. And 8 favors. Or was it we owe them 8 favors? Either way, that's pretty good. That's pretty give Baluchistan a bunch of provinces good. Grant them Merv. Grant them Konjkala. Grant them Kopet Dag. Just want to make sure that neither of these are my cores, otherwise I'd feel rather daft. Now, as I mentioned before, Baluchistan is a terrible choice for a march around here. But I'm doing it because I want to give them a fighting chance. How often do you see Baluchistan do all that well? It's not often, I would wager. Grant them Bodj Nord. There we go. They can deal with all those. I'll feel really good getting Novgorod inside of me, since they are going to be a strong pillar for any disloyalty among my vassals. I made you what you are, Novgorod. You shall pay your dividends to me. Jake, keep Kizzy. Nah, too late. It was probably pretty good for me, but nah. Actually, why would I want it? It's 3 development and it's not part of anything useful. Damn, those autos really love me. I think I will boost those, boost that trust a touch. Makes them less likely to rival me at the very least. And damn, it feels good to be making some money. What I should also be doing is make some claims Claims as far as the eye can see. Vietka, Glazov. Might be more useful to start thinking about this. Going by area. For example, I really want Kazan, since that's a nice wealthy chunk. Anything to the south, or rather the southwest, could be given to Polotsk. Since for one, they already have a core over there. Oh well, stuff to consider in the future. Just means I don't have to deal with all the corruption and such. Alright, good job exploring there, but I have more for you to explore. Get to it, West Pacific. And how long have I been capped on my dip? Yeah, rather than spending it on this, how about I invest in a province that should be giving me loads of money? Say, a gold province. Find the gold. Where's the gold? Okay, Arctic is hell on high water to develop, but this one isn't. 48 to develop you. 64 for you. That's about it for the gold, though. Unless I magically find one over here. But no, this is a pretty good province, and it's all ours now, which is lovely. I could even build up a university to lower the development cost, but I think that's a bit overkill. No, what I think we'll do is we will enjoy the gold. Delicious. But now when I was doing that, I suddenly thought of a much better idea. So we have had some of the greatest dynasty you've ever seen. We might as well back that up with some numbers here. Previous rulers for us, starting from when we started out, 645, 251, 243. Just look at that. We've only had 1-1 in admin, 1-1 in dip, and 1-1 in mill. We have so much that what we need to do is find a province that is worthy of being our capital and build it up into the sky. And you would have a hard time justifying it being anything other than Perm. I think Perm is going to be our into the sky province. We're going to kick the clergy out. Go away. Unsurprisingly, they're a little miffed about us doing that, so how about we give them something, say, I don't know, Kiev? You want Kiev? Actually, the merchant guilds deserve Kiev. You can have something near Kiev. I don't think that's enough to satisfy the accursed clergy, so we'll give them that as well. Just keep them out of our face. I think Perm deserves to be our greatest. Jake build universities and gold provinces? Nah. I want Perm to be our mighty province and build it up into the sky and move our capital there. Was always our core. It was one of the first provinces we actually went out and conquered. So I think it deserves to reach into the sky. We're going to build a university there, and upon its completion, we're going to get going with it. New commandant. Excellent. Do love that discipline. I do love my country repairing. And I love expand. Okay, we need to make the Tengri name bigger. God wills it. And of course we need the claims on you. So much that we can do. Guess we'll just end up doing it all. There's little reason not to. Once we've built up a university in Perm, I'll probably try to build a castle there, or whatever we can build castle-wise. Reactionaries in Russia looking good for me. Chicks, everything looking good for me. Perm's tenacity has paid off. And we're cashing in on the dividends here. Oh, jings, they even have Russian Cossacks. I think Russia's going to have a hard time, funnily enough. Jake, the boats should be done by now. You might want to roll an explorer, and no, they're still off while having a merry adventure. I want Chavchavani inside of me. Where in the world is Chugjur? Deals in naval supplies, but hey, tax is tax, right? Especially if it's my glorious culture, the Uralics. And Perm is glorious Uralics, so it makes all the more sense to be our capital. Let's keep that big Tengri name going. It needs to be huge. And all of our provinces that we liberated from Russia, those also need to be converted. So much converting to do, so little time. Let's get the Star Fort on the go and build ourselves into the sun here. We're well ahead in all techs, so this is going to be the Paris of the Urals. Would be nice to get that extra production efficiency on the go, so we'll focus on these two stats at the moment. And I think we should be moving our capital as well. There we go. Now, gameplay-wise, this isn't really going to help me. I mean, it's going to help me a tiny bit by making it closer to some of my more expensive states. But really, I just want Perm to be my rightful capital. The great Perms have now moved over to this 26 development wonderful province. Okay, well, what are the Cossacks doing in my country? Go away. They're probably just wanting to faff around into Russia's lands. Hopefully, I mean, jinx, this could go pretty bad. Although we might see a breakaway state here. A Russian Cossack breakaway would be, wonderful. Yes, having this as my capital should make development cheaper. Okay, minus 42%, that's rather nice. Excellent. Better believe it's going into the sun. Tengri name is just on the cusp of being huge. Let's make it so. Jake, shouldn't you have moved capital first? Yeah, probably. There is a cost to moving capital to a less developed province, but I think I overkilled on that one. But you don't need to worry about such things. Jinx, what's going to happen to all these provinces that I'm claiming then? Oh well, let's not worry about it and just keep claiming. What is that? I think we've already done you. Buzluk. Looking good. Russia, I rather think you're going to die when our truce is over. Die even more of a death than before. Jake, economic finisher for more development reduction. Aye, I need admin, is what we're getting at here. So how are we looking on the whole exploration? Okay, they've been busy. I can get behind that though. How's that Tengri name though, because that's what we're looking for. Oh, that's beautiful. Be even more beautiful when we take care of these, but I should focus on the more difficult ones now. We got the big T nestling into our country. Jake, why don't you spread the Uralic culture? Okay, we have a whole bunch of cultures inside our country. Which should we get rid of and replace it with Uralic? You only get one, so pick well. Take insult for PP. Aye, we are drooping on the PP front. I'm also hurting on the free diplomats front, so let's recall you and get yet another claim on you. Don't think I needed Tambov, but we got it anyway. Muscovite, 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 Muscovite. I rather think we're going to remove some Muscovite culture, just a hunch that I'm getting here. This was not intended to be a cultural playthrough, but I see when needs must. Aye, this is looking good. It's looking damn good. Okay, Jean-Pierre, here's what I think of you. I think you suck, but thanks for the free PP. Russian or nothing. Aye, it's only fair. But once we finish off the religious ideas, eventually we'll have enough to do that. It's starting to make me think that it might be worth my time investing into admin focus. We'll do it. I mean, we can undo it in 20 years, so that's okay. What is going to happen to the Russians? Are they going to get an emergent state here? I wonder if Russia are able to move their units between these two areas. I suspect not, because Novgorod's in no hurry to be giving them military access, so this is amusing me greatly. Haha. Still streaming. My DDR Jake is on a rampage. It's only been 3 3/4 of an hour. Plus it's Saturday. Who has anything better to do with their time on a Saturday? I meant to be playing some Battlestar Galactica, but that can come later. I'm so happy not to have Ming and Korea on my back anymore. I'm also glad that these guys are happy to just waltz through my land. And I'm only too happy. What would reactionaries even do for Russia at this stage? Are they going to stop them from being a tsardom? Whilst I'm checking out this, I still need a fair chunk before I can possibly become an empire. Much as though I want that. Oh well. Point is, there are lands to claim. Might as well take them all. Wonderful. Production efficiency and development cost, down they go. And like I said, Perm is going to reach for the skies. 34 development now. Wonderbar. Which means it's well due a training field. It's going to be the biggest supplier of manpower in our country. The estates are getting relatively miffed because all of my focus is going for that one little country, or one little province. I guess it's not going to be little for much longer. It's going to grow and grow. But I'm happy with that. Why is it always the clergy though? I wish they'd just get off my back. We're looking pretty cozy on the colonization front here, but perhaps, if and when I can, I should start getting colonization around here. We have a moment before that though, so we can finish these off. There's certainly going to be a big push for colonization to be done over there, and I'm going to have the money to do more colonies than I have colonists, which is rather nice. Who are these guys? Okay, Cheboksari. I'm glad I didn't waste all of my admin points, because you are about to not exist, and it just so happens I have a good number of claims on you. And you can be eaten up in the patented not quite one-shot method. And Casimir on the map! And Finland is... oh man, this is happy days. Finland would even want to be my vassal. This is just... tell me more, Finland. Okay, they don't really have any extra cores, but it's aggressive expansion with Christians that I won't have to take. This is great. We'll have to capitalize on it after I take a short water break. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, as I sit back to notice the landscape, I think we should take another good look at Europe, since things look a little on fire here. Particularly if your name is England. Seems that the Scottish reconquest of Cumbria is going fairly well, and yeah. I am just so proud of Scotland here. They even grabbed the Faroe Islands, good job to them. And oh, this is painful, isn't it? These are part of the Scandinavian region, which I'm going to have to take. Sorry, Scotland. Looks like I'm going to have to relinquish you of those islands that you've even been developing. Still, I need to look to Finland as somebody who deserves being my vassal. Not the same religious group as hurting, but if I get just a touch more diplomatic reputation, they'll be saying yes, so I need to up my relations with them on the double, which means pooling you and getting our last claim on Russia before I pool you. There is nothing I can even claim, so pooling you on the double. Cheposkari has got to go. Somebody wanted to see their ideas there. They're pretty lacking in all of them, but they've got admin, quantity, influence, and offensive. Starting with Vanasvayan traditions, which is trade and cavalry cost. Doesn't matter to me though, you're going down. You're going to be eaten by me. I wonder if they have many units. I better get my Kazani fort on the go before they just snipe that. And yeah, all's looking good. Excellent job, but there is yet more exploring to be done. I need to know about this coastline. So what would that count as? Can I click on this and you'll do it? Nah. Northwest Pacific. There we go. Get to it, because I need to be colonizing there before too long. So, my good new friend, you have no friends, and I'm going to be eating you up. Might be a little better to go for the claims, but nah, we'll go Holy War. I don't think we have much in the way of aggressive expansion around here. Better double check that before I so blatantly go on with it, but no, only Russia care, and who cares about Russia? We've lost our 3 siege champion of the people, but we'll have no problem taking this up. Jinx, it's like they're not even there. I feel bad, kind of, but needs must. There we go. No problem, there was never any problem. Oh, that's right, the finish. I better get those relations up first and foremost and start seeking out that alliance. Because really it means in one swift punch we've taken Russia from 740 down to 300% to annex. And that makes a good difference. Now what about the Chasm? They're another one that I feel bad taking out, but they're going to have to go. It's just land that Russia would hold on to otherwise. Theologian is not quite what I'm looking for. Unrest makes little difference here. These conversions though, feeling good, feeling tangry. No Muslims allowed inside my country. Who do I side with here anyway? I'm quite fond of the merchant guilds actually. They've been doing me a lot of good for the whole time. And I have money so I can make donations these days. It pays itself off with the taxes anyway. So this isn't going to be elimination of you yet. But what I can do is make sure that the provinces that I don't take are comfortably inside my borders and not other people's. So that goes pretty well. Take that and all your money. Chasm will not like that, neither will Russia, so I have to make sure Chasm know their place. I also have to get coring, which is going to be a touch expensive, isn't it? Well, yeah, Chasm are going to have to go. And I need the tick of the month to get Holy War. Might be an idea to get an alliance with Finland already. Nah, it's cool. No one else is going to vassalize them, I'm certain. Oh, I'm so close to being Empire rank. I can taste it. Okay, you've got to go. I hate to say it, but, well, I don't. This won't be quite the push to get me into Empire status, but it will certainly help, as they say. every little. It's going to hurt on the income, because corruption is going to start eating away, but that's not too bad. We are prepared for this. Oh, Litauen actually got these Russian lands, so that's also excellent. So Finland's looking good, and they would happily be my vassal, thanks to me getting ever bigger. I just need to... Oh, this is wonderful. Nobody even cares about my aggressive expansion here, except for the Orthodox, and who honestly cares about the Orthodox? Not this guy, that's why we are fully Tengri, no syncretism here. In fact, any trace of syncretism has been wiped out. There were a few provinces here and there that decided that they wanted to be Orthodox instead of glorious Tengri. They're now embracing the old ways. Are you an admin focus, Jake? Absolutely, and I'm glad I am. Yeah, if I was really desperate, I could just develop my way to the required development. But I really want to be an empire. It's going to help me in a lot of ways. I'm 32 away from it. With this, I'm only going to be 19 away from it. Not sure if I'm about to develop 19 worth of provinces though, because that's going to cost yeah, about 1,000 admin points. Ka-ching. Cheers, big ears, but that is also mine. I'm not keen on having any corruption, so even though it is more expensive, I'm just making sure I have none of it. Jake Theodoro looks nice and delicious. I actually take their trade power, so I'm not about to infringe on that. Decadence for the Ottomans, but I think they'll be holding on just fine. I should probably make use of the Western tech bonus that I have. Lubeck remaining ever strong, but now I need Finland as a vassal. How are we going to manage that then? We'll get 100 from improved relations. Get a touch more from an alliance. I'll start building up on the other things. We can't marry them, which is a shame. But I can always drown them in subsidy money. Glorious, except I don't think we produce much wine around here. Is there any wine around here? I'd actually find that quite amusing. Let's check it. Wine is this. Ha! We developed cork bottle stoppers for our one wine province. It's not even that well developed, and it's not even our culture. What is the world coming to? Okay, now it won't be long until we go to war with Russia anyway. In fact, it'll be less than a year. But that means we actually don't have a whole bunch of claims on them. We should change that. Let's build up that spy network once more. But I should probably try to get Finland as a vassal before I do this, so how can I affect this? I'm torn. I want those claims on Russia, but Finland as a vassal kind of takes priority. Now, we don't share any trade power, but I would want to get those trade power, that transfer trade power bonus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer trade power using our... Could use the Kashmir guy. Yeah, I'll use the Kashmir guy. Then we'll share trade power in Novgorod, and I'll get transfer trade power from you. Alternatively, or rather in addition, I'm going to subsidize you to hell and back. And you guys, you did all that exploring for me, right? Good job. There's more to be discovered in the world, though. Check out Pacific. Jake, when you attack Russia, your coring will be halted. Excellent point. I guess that's why we're going for Finland first. The same Finland who I really need to get that those relations with. Those subsidies were probably overkill, and I'm going to hemorrhage money for a wee bit. But such is life. It's almost enough. If we get well, I just need to give them military access for another 10. Another 10 from guarantee, and I can also send them a gift. Just placating Finland again and again, but that assures me that I'm not going to be having aggressive expansion for all this, because otherwise I'd be treading on Catholics' toes, and they're a bit more... Ah, damn, I should have
I did this the wrong way round.
Because of this, they now expect a lot more money to make my gift worthwhile. So painful as it is on the budget, I'm actually going to cancel those subsidies and gift them instead. There we go.